Hello, welcome back to Story Reckless. I'm Nathan and I'm the DM here, and I use he, him pronouns. And we're gonna play some D&D tonight in Descent into Avernus. Yeah, let's do some intros.
I am Claire. My pronouns are they, them. I am Blankydom, half-elf grave cleric, with the ability to fly faster than you.
Fly faster than what? Than an imp?
Than you.
Oh.
You've never seen me fall.
I said fly. Calliope.
My name is Olive. I am playing Calliope, Ergenasi Artificer, and she's an Ergenasi. My name's Olive. I use she and they pronouns.
Excellent.
You got there eventually.
I'm doing so good.
It's like one of those poems that can be read forwards and backwards, except it says the same thing. Hi, I'm Enyo. I use they, them pronouns. I almost said she and they, just I was going to say. I'm playing Calliope. I'm playing Pip, an alchemist satyr, whose cover was just blown. But that's okay, because we're ready to murder.
Never dispel magic on somebody if you're not prepared to face immediate violence from them.
Yes. Hi, Slice. Good to see you. It's been a while. Yes. Excellent. Well, yeah, with that, I think we can do the recap and then jump right into this. So, yeah, last we left off, you all found yourselves at the Infernal Archive. You triggered quite a hubbub by circling the archive to try to gather more information. And with security kind of on alert, you decided to make the play of trying to pose as Gideon Lightlord, coming here to seek out the contract between him and Zariel. Using an alter self spell, Pip made herself look like Gideon, hoping that the transmutation magic wouldn't trigger the illusion magic wards that have been put in place at the archive. You approached the entrance and were able to get past the front guards through some quick talking and get to the front desk and convince them that you instead would like to take a look at a contract that Gideon has made between a mortal named Pip. As seeing his contract with Zariel requires essentially approval from Zariel to view it by himself. You did have an imp sent out to go and see if Zariel could do this, which does remind me again. Really quick here.
Got to do what, Nathan? Nathan, what you got to do?
Okay, we're good. So, yes, you convinced the front desk that instead you would like to go look at one of your contracts. And they set you up with a couple of scribes and a security escort, and you were led into the interior of the archive, finding yourself in a truly daunting, confusing space of rows upon rows of these basalt columns with platforms atop them, each platform consisting of many, many shelves of different objects and scrolls and creatures that seem to represent the various types of contracts that devils create. There were catwalks crisscrossing through this space and large, I guess not hexagonal, but octagonal platforms all throughout the space that seemed to be these metal lifts that were shooting up and down on these cables next to these platforms. You were led to one of these lifts, got onto it, and shot upwards, rocketing up through the column, arriving on the floor that the contract was being held within. And as you stepped off onto the platform itself, the two scribes led you over and quickly found the contract you were seeking. Kadam did clock that before grabbing the contract, the scribe pressed their thumb into what looked to be almost like a nail or a thumbtack, and some of their blood was withdrawn, and then they grabbed the contract itself. Delivering this contract to you, Pip, you attempted to destroy it with a flaming sphere spell, which did not work. And you proceeded to ask how one would destroy a contract, which aroused quite a bit of suspicion. I mean, other things were kind of arising some suspicion. You destroying a contract in front of them seemed a little suspicious. Some of the questions you asked were a little suspicious. But ultimately, you asking how you destroy your own contract that you made really got them wondering what was going on here. So the scribe cast a quick detect magic.
But the disguise was perfect.
The disguise was perfect, except for when the detect magic spell went up and they could see that you were glowing with transmutation magic. Thought that was very strange, and then almost apologetically told you that I hope you do understand, but I must do this, and cast Dispel Magic, and then very quickly realized, oh, this is not Gideon Lightward, and saw you standing there.
They don't know what Gideon Lightward looks like, apparently. We could have just shown up normally and said that we're Gideon Lightward. It would have been fine.
Yeah. So, with all of that being said, we were going to start the session with initiative. One quick point of order, I was just discussing with the players, I need to do a little bit of retconning. This is a homebrew thing, so some things will need to tweak as I go. The height of the shelves between platforms, I describe them as being 50 feet apart. They're more like 20 feet apart, so they're a little smaller than originally described, but I think that 20 feet is still pretty massive for a set of shelves. So yeah, anyway, that may become relevant later, we'll see. So we're on the map here. Let me throw up some, let's change the soundtrack and let us roll for some initiative. I'm going to do the NPCs first. You guys go ahead and roll yours and have it ready, and I will call on you. Unless it gets added automatically, that's great.
You have a D8, Kadam?
Yes.
The guards on the spur of the platform, I don't know if they're necessarily going to be able to react. Like, I think I'm going to consider them being almost in a surprise round because of this is all happening kind of on the other side of the shelves. They weren't necessarily alerted. So this first bit of initiative is going to be between all of you and the two scribe devils. So, which they actually rolled quite well. All right, let's start with the first token I have here is Kadam.
19.
Wow, that's a very good initiative.
It's a very good initiative for me.
It is. Valor.
Rolled a 7.
7?
You know, rolling at advantage plus things.
Roll the 7.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Wow, this is opposite land.
It is opposite land.
Let's see. Pip, what did you get?
14.
14. Okay, and then finally we have Calliope.
9.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So the guards aren't aware that something has just kicked off, but first in the initiative order is Kadam.
Nice.
I'm gonna cast Silence.
Okay. Where would you like to cast it?
There.
Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, the spell goes off. So you, I don't know what this looks like if you pull out your holy symbol and it.
Yeah, can I do... Alright, so we've had conversation. Has anyone yelled?
No, literally, this is Dispel Magic. You see Pip's true form appear, and this was everybody reacting to that happening. So you happen to be quick on the draw.
Great. Would you allow me to make a sleight of hand check to try and hide the somatic component of this spell?
Yes, absolutely. We've done that in the past, so go ahead.
All right. 16?
That unfortunately does not beat the passive perception of one of the guards.
All
who
right.
Catches the I don't know, again, like, are you using your holy symbol to cast this, or is it?
Yeah, I think I'm like flashing it at my hip.
Yeah, so
Trying to be subtle.
this guard sees this kind of quick movement, and it's also verbal, right?
It is.
So probably sees you muttering something with a quick movement, and they can tell they can tell you cast a spell. So they're suspicious, but not necessarily don't necessarily know exactly what happened, because as you do that, all of you standing in that area, suddenly everything just goes in a complete silence. All of the cacophonous sounds of this massive space have just disappeared. Okay.
If I move. I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna move here.
Okay, you're gonna move there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Which I'm hoping will grant me some cover from everyone.
Yeah,
I think
you
we want
are.
to bottle them in to the silent spell more.
By moving there, the scribe devil next to you will make an attack of opportunity. Which interesting. Yeah, they don't. Interesting. Okay, I didn't set them up for that. Okay, then sure. This is just gonna be yeah, it's gonna slash out. Like, you know, these things are spindly, multi-arm, but it sees you moving, and it and is going to whip around to try to, like, kind of slash at you, almost grab you to stop you from fleeing. But we're just gonna call it an attack as it, like, slashes out at you. So this would be okay, great. So here we go. This is gonna be. Oh shit! That was a nat 20. Okay.
Well, I will cancel the nat 20.
Okay, so it'll be a
It's
straight
just the hit.
attack. Okay, this will be. I'm just gonna call it. These guys aren't very strong when it comes to their melee. 6 points of slashing damage as it whips an arm around and claws at you as you try to scamper away.
All right.
Again, no sound, but again, that one devil guard definitely clocks that there was a quick movement from one of the scribes as you darted away, and probably even saw some of the cloth of your, like, clothing get torn a bit as you dart behind that shelf. All right, the guards still in a surprise round. The scribes. Okay, yeah. The one scribe next to Valor is going to attempt to reach out and do Shocking Grasp. With advantage, the target is wearing armor made of metal.
That is verbal.
What was that?
That is a verbal component.
Oh my god, you're right. Shit, so it will not work. Okay, well, I said what I said. So I think it didn't, it is all happening so fast, it didn't realize, and reaches out and completely silently, like, you know, says the somatic or the verbal components for the spell, and nothing happens, and its eyes go, all of its eyes around the crown of its head go wide, and it starts to try to skitter back. It's just going to risk the attack of opportunity from both Valor and Kadam, as it's going to try to run back to the guards.
Okay. Valor. Oh, so much. 26.
26 definitely hits. Let's see if this thing even survives.
17 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god. It's barely hanging on to life as it scampers away. But
Alright.
Kadam, you
Kadam will go for a punch.
Okay. You said 17?
17.
Okay, got it.
16 to hit.
That hits. I would have laughed so hard.
That's cocked. That's cocked. Sorry. Okay. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wherefore, baby?
It had 5 hit points. So
Gosh!
are you literally punching them?
Yes!
Okay.
I'm in my normal form. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have claws.
I mean, I think the strength within you kind of burbles out, and you just clock this thing in its head, and it sort of bends in a very uncomfortable way, and it just sort of kind of face plants down into the ground and slides to a stop, still within the silence. So again, the guards definitely saw that, but yeah.
I just kind of.
Yeah, it's just laying there. So that one got obliterated as it tried to run away. The other one, seeing that and now realizing it cannot cast spells within here, it's gonna disengage and just run to this platform. And God, is object interaction, like, does that have to be I think it depends. If I remember from the DMG, it's like it depends on how complicated the object interaction is. Like, you can interact with a door without having to use an action in 5e.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it can interact with this lever to call one of the lifts. So it like scurries over there and just grabs onto the lever and pulls it down, and you can see the cable start to like sort of move as wherever that lift is on its way. And then I think you see it shout something in Infernal. I don't think you can hear it because you're within the silence bubble. So yeah, you just see it shout. Okay, that was its turn. Guards are still surprised. Pip.
Okay, I'm gonna go after the. Okay, hold on. So I am in the silenced area. Let's see. I'm trying to.
Oh, Nathan, I should not have been able to do that attack of opportunity because I used my reaction to cancel the nat 20.
Understood. Then that little guy is going to be alive and is going to scamper over to be with his friends.
Sorry, I knew.
Sorry, go
That's
ahead.
okay. Well, shit. I guess I'm just gonna try and shoot the one that just scampered away.
That scampered away? Okay, the one
Yeah.
that's on really low hit points, go for it.
Yeah.
I can't coordinate. It's silence.
Yeah, you guys can't talk to each other with the
We
silence
can't.
up.
We can't do it.
But it stopped them from being able to cast any spells while they were in there. So.
You'll also need to move to be able to see them.
Yeah, you'll have to kind of move around to like here. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're surprised. They know what's going on. They know what's going on. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna. I'm silenced. It's all silent. It's gonna be quiet. I get.
Oh, I think I know what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Pip is going
bear in
to.
mind,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
want to get more of them, you're gonna have to step one more
Close.
square forward. Because right now you would just hit the 2 hellhounds.
Is that still within sight?
I would allow you to make a roll, and depending on how well you roll, we'll say like it's kind of like your ability to judge like where the barrier is to the silent spell. So like, I'm gonna say it's a perception roll, or it could be a dex-based roll.
I'll do a perception.
Great, let's see it.
That's a 20.
You can absolutely do this with keeping it within the barrier of the silence to minimize any sound that this will cause.
Cool. Okay. I guess in that case, I'm going to load.
Yeah, what elemental flavor are you doing for this?
I'll do acid.
Acid, great.
Yeah, acid seems safe-ish. Right?
I guess we'll find out together.
Oh man, that's a 14.
Wait, do you have to make the attack roll, or do they make saves?
Oh yeah, right, because I'm doing, yeah, so they're all making saves. Let me see
Okay.
what it is. 3d10. It's been a long time. Yeah, dexterity save.
Dexterity save. Okay,
Dex
we'll
save.
start with the scribe. That is a 17 dex save from the scribe. So does that make it?
I mean, it's it.
Okay.
It's it.
So it still takes half damage, so you can go ahead and roll the damage. And then I'm gonna roll for the doggos. Dex save.
Let's see what my damage is again.
Wow.
3d10 and 3d6. Okay. Hello.
Okay, great.
Oh, okay. So that's 13 piercing and 9 acid.
13 piercing, 9 acid. Okay, so even with the save, the scribe just, as Pip, you quick draw your pistol out and hold it within the silent spell, and there's just a flash and a burst of spewing acid and shrapnel. On the outside of the bubble, there is a little bit of sound as this like hissing and clattering of metal just like scatters across all these creatures. The scribe drops from this as they're peppered with shrapnel and covered in acid, so they are down. So you said 13 and 9. Okay, so one of the doggos failed. And one of the armored individuals failed, so they take full damage. And they seem to take full damage from the acid. The other one will take 6, half of the piercing, and 4, which is 10. Okay, so 10. Okay, yeah, so sprays out all over them. They all like flinch in pain as this happens. And yeah, that was your action.
Pip is gonna run back a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to use your bonus action to move. I think to move further. You were here.
Yeah, that was.
25 feet. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay.
You do have your bonus action if you want to use it.
Dang it! How do I do it when it's silenced?
Do what?
Okay. I can't do bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do this, right?
I don't think it says anything about it having to be verbal.
Yeah, you can just wink.
Yeah.
As long as
okay.
you see somebody, I think you can do it.
Okay. So, Pip makes eye contact with a Calliope and then mimes out like, does some like, what is it? Interpretive dance. And
Calliope, yeah, I'll let you decide whether you understood what that meant, but you're feeling pumped about it, whatever it was. Oh, I love it. All right, speaking of which, Calliope, you are up.
I want to make eye contact, like peek around the corner at Valor and like point at this scribe over here.
Got it, okay.
And then head on down to the party.
No one's here. Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative.
That's from Blades of Glory?
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
No, it's one of those. It's in
The
re-
figure
reference
skater
to,
one.
like,
Yeah. Anyways.
yeah,
Anyways.
Black
Yeah.
Eyed
Yeah.
Peas.
Yeah.
Wow, blast from the past. Anyway, I go down there while drawing one of the javelins that I've just been like carrying around forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, this time for this again. And as I leave the silent spell, I kind of just like cast it off sideways. But kind of like there's a like when you're dragging a window around on like a Windows XP and it like leaves the like a stream of like a copy of that window. That's what happens with the javelin as it goes through air, and then they all like shoot forward and
It's
just.
very cool.
I think I can catch everybody. It's like a huge cone. It's a huge cone.
Yeah. I think I remember you doing this once before. Yeah. You definitely. So the javelins all fire out at this crowd.
And so they need to all make Dex saving throws.
Dex saving throws. Okay. This is technically magic, so some of these creatures have advantage. Not the dogs. Okay. So Dex. Here we go. Wow. Okay.
DC 18.
Okay. One of the dogs got a 20. The other one got a 4. Someone succeeded. One failed.
I have never rolled well on this damage. I rolled 6 damage with 3d8.
And what you rolled 6 damage? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Okay, the armored ones do have magic resistance, so they get advantage, but they both failed.
Oh no.
I know. And then the one at the back makes got a 12, so also failed. Okay, so everyone is gonna take 6 except for one will take 3.
I hate Conjure Barrage so much.
I'm so sorry.
And then the javelins disappear for what it's worth, so it's not like there's a bunch of them clattering on down.
Yeah, totally. So the javelins all go spraying out, but were not quite as effective. They seem to, just because, yeah, I guess they like graze their targets instead of embedding themselves into the targets. All right, Calliope, that was your action.
Yep. Do you got any bonus actions or anything? Cry. I think I'm good.
Okay.
No, I can have bonus action. Big Dummy hit somebody.
Okay.
So we're just gonna waddle forward, and Big Dummy will try to do a rend on this guy.
Cool. Yeah, let's see
Or
that.
Sir Dummy, excuse me.
Sir Dummy. Let's see that attack roll.
18.
18. That definitely hits.
7 force damage.
Okay. That dog is looking real hurt, but still there, ready to fight. Taking us to Valor.
She's gonna run up to this person and whack.
Okay.
That's an 18 on the die.
Yes, that definitely hits.
$15 points of slashing damage.
Brutal. Yeah, they're still up.
Okay. Ooh, not a great roll. But 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Let me check something. Yeah, they're gonna use shield. And the attack deflects off as this devil cowers there before Valor. Anything else for Valor?
Well, I would love to shove this person off. No, that's all I can. Well, that's a... Sometimes I just lose Valor's voice.
I get it.
Just gone sometimes.
I'm trying to remember. I know in 5e shoving is not a bonus action. Is shoving a bonus action in Baldur's Gate 3?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, and it makes the system so much better and more dynamic.
I know.
I'm looking around at my options for like moving people, and it's like you can spend an entire action to maybe move
I-
somebody 5 feet.
I would be willing to start allowing shoving as a bonus action for the rest
Really?
of this campaign, if you guys feel like that doesn't ruin things, like for the fact that we've been consistent this far without shove as bonus action.
I mean, how
That
often-
being said, enemies can do it too.
Totally.
How do you guys do? Are you down to?
Riddles bargain!
Are you down
Yeah.
to do this?
Why not?
All right, sure. Okay, so moving forward, Valor suddenly feels this. Moving forward,
Valor's inspired.
yeah, Valor's inspired. Moving forward, we'll do that. We'll do shove as a bonus action for all creatures. So,
Mhm.
okay.
All right, we'll shove. This is another attack roll.
No, this would be contested athletics or acrobatics. So,
Okay.
sorry, the shoving person uses athletics. The person being shoved can do acrobatics or athletics too.
Okay.
Oh wow, I rolled really well.
Valor rolled a natural 20
Oh
plus 10.
shit! Okay.
She pushes so hard, the rules of the universe changed.
Okay.
So
So
we all felt that shove.
so this because they got a dirty 20. So this is
Not
what
bad.
so this is what happens. Valor. This creature goes tumbling off. And as Valor looks over to the side to watch them plummet into the darkness, they see them cast Featherfall on themselves, and they start to gently start gliding down. So
They
that
cast shield!
They did.
they cast shield. Oh my god! So, never mind. They plummet into the darkness.
And how many feet is that?
Well, so
2
yeah,
miles?
so we were just the reason the 20-foot thing came up is I was trying to do some rough calculations for how tall these towers are, these columns are, and they are like, yeah. So this thing is falling like close to 2 miles down, which theoretically it would have time to cast Featherfall once 6 seconds pass, but. What I'm going to say is what happens is that Valor sees them falling down into the darkness and then hears a sickening kapoom as they ricochet off of, a girder or a catwalk that was somewhere down there. And they are out. Okay, that was Valor. Anything else?
No, that's action, bonus action, and movement.
Great. The last guard loses its round to surprise, taking us back to the top of the round. All of the guards are starting to shout and move into position. Calliope, you can specifically see the one here seems to be sort of commanding the situation and trying to get them all to form up. But before they can even do that, Kadam, it is your turn.
I'm going to move. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna move here and cast Spirit Guardians. I'm
Oh,
gonna
shit.
punch my mirror, which shatters and spreads all around us. I need everyone in that group there to make Dex. Hold on.
Dex saves
Dex
at the
save?
start of their turn.
I think it's at the start of their turn. Yeah.
All right, so little flecks of glass start whirling around you as you cast this spell.
Amazing. So good.
I know it's a really good spell. Great. Anything else for you, Kadam?
Sorry.
Whiz save.
Whiz save. Yes, and also, are they entering the area for the first time?
Oh, I see. And when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn, No. Yeah, no. It's at the start of their turn.
All right.
Entering the area for the first time would be them actively moving, into it to attack you or something like that. So,
All right.
yeah. So at the start of their turns, they will make the saves.
Sounds good.
Anything else for you, Kadam?
No, that's fine.
Okay. The two armored.
The silence disappears because I'm now concentrating on Spirit Guardians.
Pip, a rush of sound comes rushing into you, and you manage to just hear a faint, loud metallic thwang from somewhere far below, and hear all the shouting of these guards. See this spell go off that Kadam casts. It's a 15-foot radius. Oh, there you go. Thank you. So the two armored cherub-like figures, they start their turn. They're going to make their whiz saves. They have magic resistance. Okay, they do. So, but they only rolled okay. One of them rolled an 8, so that's a failure. The other rolled a 20. Success. Okay. So let me see that damage.
14 radiant damage.
14 radiant. Oh, let me check something. Are these guys? Okay, no, there's nothing about radiant. Okay, 14. So this one failed. Oh, wow. One of the armored figures is looking real messed up. But regardless, it is now their turn. So they are going to, they're gonna push forward. Man, actually, yeah, speaking of shove actions as bonus action, this one's gonna move up. I'm gonna use it right away. It's gonna bonus action try to shove you, Kadam, 1 square forward. So go ahead and either make athletics or dexterity. Sorry, athletics or acrobatics, your choice to resist this.
12.
Okay, yeah, they got a 19. So you are shoved as they hit you with their halberd and pushed 5 feet back. And then they move into this space. The other one as well is going to move to here as they start to flare out. And then...
I think I get an attack of opportunity as it goes by me.
Oh, do you?
Ooh.
No, sorry. I have a lance.
Yeah, you have a 10-foot range. Yeah. Okay.
I could make a normal one, couldn't I? Or Big Dummy could take a swing.
Big Dummy could.
Sorry, Dummy.
Sorry, Dummy. That is true. However, I do I realize that allies can move through each other's spaces,
okay.
so it could have actually moved. Yeah. Anyways, the this one is going to. They're both just gonna make go on you, Kadam. They're all gonna.
That makes sense.
Disadvantage on one of them.
Okay, so first one here. They each get to make 2 attacks. So this is gonna be 4 attacks on you, Kadam. Oh, interesting. This creature has an ability. If an allied fiend of... Oh, wait. That might not be high enough challenge rating. Oh, man, not a high enough challenge rating. Okay. Had there been a more powerful fiend within the presence of these guys, they would have been making 3 attacks, but...
Ooh.
That's something to note for later. Okay, here we go. First attack, disadvantage. First attack was a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, that misses. Second attack. I see Vicious Mockery. Is this for the second
No.
attack?
I just hit it by accident.
Okay. Okay. Second attack is a 14, so that misses. Let me see something. 5. Oh, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could not get flanking, so these other 2 are still just going to be straight rolls. There we go. 17 and an 18.
Those hit.
Both those hit. Okay, so 8 points of slashing from the first, 7 from the second, and you need to make 2 concentration checks.
All right. Natural 1, so I will choose to succeed.
Oh, as you use that's Calliope's item. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I rolled a 6, so I will choose to succeed on the second one too.
How many charges do you get?
4.
Wow. Okay. So, what does the item look like? Is it a circlet or something?
It's a necklace.
Necklace, okay. Yeah, I think it like maybe flares up twice as you, like, I think I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Clivey, but I am interpreting this as it like almost dampens the pain that you take from these hits.
Yeah,
to,
the
like,
way that I was thinking about it is like I think that kind of like it's a kind of like a necklace, but it's like wide and it's like a pine cone kind of.
Okay.
And like when it gets hit, like the things rustle and an aroma gets released. And
Cool.
it's like smelling salts
Okay, so
for focusing.
yeah,
I'm awake.
yeah, hits you and it wakes you up and causes you to really focus on maintaining concentration on this spell. Okay, that was their turn. The scribes are dead. The hellhounds. The hellhounds.
Need to make whiz saves,
Whiz
please.
saves. Here we go.
I hope they just die. I hope they just die.
So, what's your spell save DC?
18.
18. They both fail. Oh shit.
Alright, I take 16 points of radiant damage each.
So one of them is shredded as it drops and is dead. The other is barely clinging to life. So it's looking really messed up. Not barely clinging to life, but it's looking real messed up. But it is going to pivot as like coals and embers start spilling out of its jaw and looks towards both of you and is just going to expel a gout of flame. Both of you make dex saves for me.
And Sir Dummy too.
Correct.
9.
Okay, that's a failure.
20 for Calliope,
Mm-hmm.
and +6 for Sir Dummy.
Mm-hmm.
It's 17.
17. You both succeed. So you both take only 10 points of fire damage. Kadam, you take 20 points of fire damage, and you got to make still only got to hit a 10, but another concentration check.
And warding bond is up between Sir Dummy and me, so I take 5, and Sir Dummy takes 15.
Nice, very cool.
And I succeeded this time.
Great. Okay. So yeah, the flames rocket out. They do not bother the two armored figures at all as they just burn up all around you. And then this hellhound, one of the armored figures, they've dropped the chains at this point and gives a point, and it's going to press forward. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to go bounding up and get in behind you, Kadam, to flank with its companion there. Pip, you're up. You see this hellhound just comes leaping in and skids to a halt next to Kadam. Yeah.
I don't have anything super helpful here. What can I do? What can I do? God damn it. Hey, bad dog, get away. God damn. This really, Jesus. What the hell can I do here? I guess I could just mock it. It's pointless.
The silent spell has dropped, so you are able to cast spells now.
Ah, man. Okay. I guess I will just... Okay, I'm not going to take too long to think about it. I'm just going to do an acid arrow.
Okay, great. Is that an attack roll, saving throw?
It's an let's see. It's an attack roll and then a save throw. Let's see.
Cool. If it's a ranged attack, this would be at disadvantage because of the proximity.
Indeed. Okay, 14.
14. 14 just misses. as it whizzes past and splashes into the ground. Does it still like make a save against the acid, or is it just if it hits?
No, yeah, I mean, on a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much as the initial damage.
Okay, great. So,
So.
how much acid damage?
Let me see, it's 4d4. It is 11.
11 was the total. Okay, so it takes 5 points of acid damage.
11 plus 4. Hold on, because I have alchemical savant, so actually it's 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
So it will take 7 points of acid damage. Oh boy, it's looking real hurt. As it splashes on it. All right, that was your action, Pip. Anything else for you?
Bonus action high.
The what?
I think Pip is gonna run. Just bonus
action. Okay.
bonus action disengage.
Got it. Go for it. Yeah, go ahead and move yourself to where you want to.
Yeah, hello, Valor, come hang out with me.
Awesome. So you dash over there, getting away from the Hellhound, taking us to Calliope.
You're trying to flank, but it is you who will be flanked.
Ah!
And then I turn around and attack the guy back here, I think.
Oh, the guy back here. Okay, got it.
Wait,
Perfect.
so what is this guy back here again?
This dude?
Yeah.
Like what type of devil, or?
Yeah.
It looks to be kind of a lanky devil with lots of these like barbs coming off all over the
Okay.
body.
A barbed guy.
Yeah, barbed devil.
No, that's not too scary. I'll take the advantage from the flanking instead
Got it.
to mess this guy up. So that's 2 lance attacks at advantage.
Mhm.
Let's go. 23 and 23.
Oh yeah, definitely.
19 piercing.
Yes, this
Magical.
this devil is skewered by your lance and just falls down limp.
Then let's use the rest of our movement to, I guess, go through Kadam
Mm-hmm.
up to there, and then bonus action, Sir Dummy, attack the Hellhand.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
And no advantage. 24.
Yeah.
6 force damage.
That's exactly what it had left. So that hellhound, with a flash of light, goes down, leaving only 2 devils left. Anything else for you, Calliope?
I do have my bonus action shove.
Yes.
No. I had to use bonus action to tell Sir Dummy to do that.
Got it. Okay. Valor is up.
All right. I'm gonna run here because
Mhm.
that's as far as she can get, and then 2 javelins
Okay.
at this one.
Go for it.
We should do a d6. Yes. First attack. Ha 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 ha.
Ha, 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 ha.
Ha, ha, ha. 16.
That just hits.
Oh, okay. That is 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the second one is more than 16.
Are these these are Hellfire javelins?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, second one more than 16. Yep, that hits.
For 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, man. Okay, yeah, that devil is barely hanging on. As the 2 javelins into the armor, it sort of slouches and then stands up tall. Okay. Is that it for
That's-
Valor?
That's it for Valor.
All right, this barbed devil looking around is gonna leap over, skittering across the kind of gangplank to the elevator, going on to the elevator.
Where exactly is the
The lever.
gangplank? Or the
The
gangplank.
the gangplank would be like these.
And I would like it to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That is fair. Actually, yeah. So wait, it was here. So yeah, it would have to go through it. And that would be 5, 10, 15 to there.
Sure.
and then 20, 25 to get to the center where the controls are. All right, so first it makes a whiz save at advantage. 24.
That succeeds. 14 reduced to 7.
Okay.
Radiant
This
damage.
is radiant. I don't think it's vulnerable to radiant, but let me double check. Nope, it is not. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't really pay mind to it. Just like pushes through the glass, gets to the center of that elevator, grabs on to the like lever like dial, and just cranks it all the way back down to ground floor. As it does so, that gangplank starts to accordion back in. I'm gonna say it's gonna take till the start of its next turn for the elevator to truly descend, but that would have been just like other object interactions, it's relatively simple to do. So it still has its action, and it will use it's going to do 2 hurl flame attacks. So these flames of hellfire conjure within its hands, and it just throws these hurling balls of flame at Kadam. Yeah, Kadam. So, boom. Oh my god, natural 1. But a 19 for the second.
Say that again.
The first one was a natural 1, so that's a miss. Second was a 19.
That hits.
So, okay, so 13 points of fire damage as it splashes into you. This, like, hellfire just splashing all over you. Go ahead and make that concentration check.
That. Yeah, 12.
Okay, great. Kadam, you're up.
Toll the dead
Okay.
on the thing.
Which one? The one on the elevator or the...
The one on the elevator.
Okay. Whiz save, right?
Whiz save.
That is a 21. So that will not succeed. Anything
Nope.
else for you?
Action surge!
Action surge.
Oh. Do I want to go? Do I want to go? I'm gonna go werebore
Okay.
with my bonus action.
Okay, so
Wait, actually, am I? I might just shove. I'm gonna shove the guy in front of me.
okay, you're trying to shove them off that way.
Off, yeah.
Okay, great.
Come
go
on.
Athletics or acrobatics.
17.
This guy has a good bonus and rolled a 15. So, boom, shove the armored figure, and with this, frankly, very disturbing, like this weird, like, kind of cherub-like cry, the figure goes tumbling over the edge. This figure does not have Featherfall and just plummets down into
Sorry.
the darkness. So they are gone. Okay, anything else for you, Kadam?
I'm gonna make life as difficult as possible for this person. Can I be here?
Yeah, definitely.
Or all right. I will be there then.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That takes us to Pip.
Kadam, you got this? Or do I have to just barrel down there because I'm gonna jump on there right now? I
Please
can't do
barrel
anything.
down there. I'm not confident.
Yeah. Pip starts to do a war cry and then cuts it off halfway when she realizes, like, oh, we're trying to be quiet, aren't we?
All right, so you're gonna run. So there is no gangplank there, and there is a little bit of a gap.
Okay.
So you
So-
can absolutely jump Oh, yeah, right.
I'm gonna do a mirthful leap.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
it.
absolutely do this without a check. So you just leap over and land on the elevator. The whole thing kind of rocks a little with you landing on there. And you just see this devil look towards you, looking very upset.
Can we
Okay.
roll a d8 to see how mirthful it is?
I would love to.
If
see
you
it
want to,
work.
go for it. Yeah,
7.
it's very mirthful.
Wait, I didn't want to get close to you.
May I do one more thing?
Sure.
I can fly. I do keep forgetting this.
Oh my god.
I will just fly over the little thing there and get like there.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
I love Kadam like going up to the edge, but like, whoa.
Whoa! Wait!
The wings unfurl. Yeah.
But so I imagine Kadam does that. Is like, whoa, and then Pip like streams by and
Yeah.
jumps over, and then Kadam is like, yes, wait, I can fly. As Pip realizes, like, wait, I didn't want to be here.
You're there.
I
What
just-
are you gonna do there?
Good question, actually. What the to do here? I didn't want to be here.
Hit them!
Okay, fine.
Stop the
What do you-
controls!
Oh yeah, there's controls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pip is gonna use web, I think.
Okay.
No, actually, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pip is gonna just try and go for the controls. That's gonna be just the
Okay.
whole thing,
Okay.
right?
This will be. I'm gonna say this will be contested, right? Because this creature doesn't want you messing with the controls. So, we'll call this similar to grappling or shoving. So, you can either use Dex or Strength to do this. I'd say you could do, if you have the skill sleight of hand, you could try that. You could also try Athletics. Or
I will gladly
acrobatics.
do acrobatics. Ooh, I can do. I'll do sleight of hand.
Sleight
That
of
seems
hand,
like
okay.
a classic. That's a 19.
All right, and they will do. Interesting. So they have the same level. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Oh my God, they rolled an 18. So yeah, they see what you're doing and they try to grab onto your arm to forcefully shove you away, but you manage to just duck under, grab onto that control. And where are you pulling it to? Because it is like, again, it's like, there's 900 floors. This creature just pulled it all the way down to ground floor. You were on the 718th floor. So if you're going to try to just pull it and crank it back to precisely 718, I think I'm going to require one more roll to do that precisely in this quick movement. Or you could just, I don't know, at random pull it to something. What's your intent here?
My intent is to not leave Valor and Calliope.
Okay.
So I think I will try and make another,
Right.
try and keep it there.
Yeah, so I'm going to call this another dex-based roll. We can call it sleight of hand. I'm going to say the DC is 20 on this because there's so many little, ticks, and you're doing this very quickly to try to precisely, so let's see if you can hit it.
Okay. That's a 17.
Okay.
Ooh, let me see if I want to bother doing.
Do it.
Do it. Hold on. Let me see if it's enough. Even. Ooh, +4. I'm gonna flash a genius though.
Okay, so yeah.
Pip is going to tell Gilder Gilder, find the notch, find the right notch, and is going to have Gilder just slide into the right notch, so that Pip can just push it forward.
Yes, Gilder goes skittering down and basically acts as a brake and wedges himself right where that notch is as you pull it down and it
So you
stops.
slam the lever into Gilder.
Yes, slam the lever into Gilder, and yeah,
His little arms go
you see all the clockwork mechanisms suddenly shudder and kind of reverse back, and then you start hearing under your feet the sound of the gangplank starting to, and you start to see it accordioning, like an accordion going back out towards the spur. This devil looks pissed. And that takes us to. So that was your action, Pip. Do you want to do anything with your bonus or move or anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'm good. I think.
Calliope, you're up.
Calliope and Big Dummy are going to calmly walk down this gangplank, or down this spur up the gangplank, and just face this thing down. Just like,
Okay.
sucks to be you.
Okay.
And I'm just going to execute it. Presumably.
Cocky, are we?
We'll see. We'll see. 2 attacks. That's 27 and 27. That's 24.
24. That definitely hits.
No, 24 damage with
Oh.
2 27s to hit.
Oh yeah. Sorry, 24 damage. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So two quick strikes.
And I think I'm gonna also arcane jolt to do 2d6 more.
Okay.
7 more damage.
7 more damage. Okay. Great.
And then bonus action, have Sir Dummy take the swing.
Got it. Okay.
25 to hit, 11 force damage.
25 to hit, 11 for. Yeah, that definitely hits, and 11 more. Okay. Yeah. It's it's taking the hits pretty solidly.
Oh dang! I thought it'd be down. You're a tough one, ain't ya?
It just snarls in your face. Anything else for you, Calliope?
I think I'll wheel around to let Valor maybe get advantage from.
Okay.
Not quite. But for what it's worth, yeah.
Oh, I will say actually that space, I don't think you can stand on that space exactly because that's where the big cable is that goes up through the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
I could
We could
put a
just be
little-
like here then.
Cool. I could put a little like dot there or something. Cool. Okay. Valor.
All right, here we go. 2 attacks with the javelins.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Again, so much.
Yeah.
30.
Yep.
7 points of piercing,
Okay.
and then 18 to hit.
Okay. 18 hits.
Cool. Another 7.
7. Yeah, another 7. Yeah, Doc, you just came in with some combat going down in the Infernal Archive. They're fighting on a big metal elevator. This devil is trying to escape, but they wrested the controls away. So yeah, 2 javelin strikes. This devil is looking around a bit panicked. Anything else for Valor?
No.
Okay, this devil is going to disengage.
Make a wisdom save, please.
First is going to make a wisdom save. At advantage because of magic resistance, but only got a 15.
That is a failure. That is 11 points of radiant damage.
Woo! All right, it is getting cut up as the pieces of glass start shredding it. It's looking around in a panic. It looks out to the edge of the elevator and is going to disengage and run. Let's see if it can make it to the edge with the Spirit Guardians. Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to here. It is going to run and leap off the side and try its damnedest to leap down to the catwalk below, which is, yeah, I'm going to say the catwalk below is 1 platform down, so it's about 20 feet down, and it's like jumping at an angle. So let's see if it can make this athletics check or acrobatics. In this case, it doesn't matter. And I'll just call this a 15 because it's like down. It's not like jumping that far. So DC 15, let's see if it can hit it. Oh no, it rolled a 7.
Oh no!
Do we just watch
Poor guy.
the belly flop?
No,
Just, like,
you
swat at
watch this devil go and leap off the side, but because of its weight, as it pushes off, and with the spirit guardian slowing it down, it pushes off the edge of this elevator, and because it's on this cable and it's almost kind of free floating, all of the momentum kind of gets absorbed as it pushes in, and it jumps and falls short of the edge of the catwalk below, and just basically clotheslines itself as it and goes tumbling, ragdolling down, down into the abyss, like, again, you can't even see the bottom. It just plummets down, out of sight.
That's what we call a descent into Avernus.
Roll credits. So,
Take off your glasses to say that.
so, as combat comes to settle here, you know that no alarms were immediately raised,
But they're gonna be finding those bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
but there were multiple bodies that went plummeting down, bouncing off of girders and catwalks. So,
Well, maybe they should put up handrails.
so you have,
I mean, they just all slipped.
so you definitely have a moment here as we come out of combat. What do you guys do?
I went up.
Run over to the one scribe devil that is still here.
Yeah.
And I would like to cut off their thumb.
You
Right.
can do so. Yeah. Pop the thumb off. You can go ahead and have a scribe devil thumb in your inventory.
This is the Claire 20 intelligence there.
Yeah. Yeah, no handrails. Yeah, this is straight up. I'm just doing like Star Wars rules here of, there's no handrails because it makes it way more fun. So, anyway, so you get the thumb, you pop it off the hand and pocket it into your inventory. Anybody else?
Going up.
Okay. So, are you just gonna
Are we going-
continue?
Yeah, actually, let's just go to the roof. I guess all the imps will see us if we go up there.
Yeah. We got a nat 20 last time when we were like, let's orientate ourselves.
Yeah. So Kadam, was it Kadam that got the nat 20?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kadam, you have a good sense of where you are, and roughly know that it seems like on the levels where those catwalks are, those seem to be kind of like central ways of navigating these columns, and you did manage to catch like there were exits out of this column that you suspect go to the other columns or whatever, like to
Right, let's
administrative
use
things.
those then.
Okay.
So
There
the-
is one just below you, so you can take the lift down to that.
So sorry, I'm having so much trouble
I know it's
visualizing this
it's
space. But
okay.
there's
Yeah.
a series of like columns that are all next to each other
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like cascading up. We're in the lowest one and we want to get to the 9th one, which is the tallest one up here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
And you can.
Columns. yeah, so columns connect to each other internally.
Mm-hmm.
So there's kind of two ways to go about it. We could either go through all these catwalks and make our way up, or we could go up to the roof and then try a roof entrance directly to the 9th one.
Yeah, we would need to be able to ascend multiple times once we got to the roof, because we do know that the columns increase in height as they go.
Yeah, so you could try to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could try to find a way to get outside on top of the roof and then ascend up to the 9th column from there, or you can try to navigate through the internal hallways to get up to the 9th column. So, like, basically by navigating through the internal hallways, you're kind of doing things as intended for non-flying creatures. If you go out onto the roof, you're going to be doing, you'll be more exposed, right? You'll be out in the air.
Yeah.
So.
do have spider climb. Um,
And I do have 2 flying potions, but the
yeah.
very, very slow fly
And
speed.
I think the plan would be to get to one of the entrances, maybe alongside the 9th one, go in, and then we could just take the elevator up.
Yeah.
Get to one of the entrances on the outside or in the inside?
Are there only entrances on the roof or on the sides as well?
You're not totally certain. What you
Yeah.
did see was that there were battlements kind of along the outside of all the columns. So you presume there is some way to get to access those battlements.
Yeah.
In terms of anything all the way up on the roof, you have no idea if there's a way to actually get up onto the roof. You know that there are, you've had them described to you and you've kind of seen them. There are some kind of like imp network tunnels, something up at the tops of these columns, but whether those sprout out from the, the top of the roof or on the sides, you're not totally certain. It kind of looked like most of the imps were sort of like spewing out the side, like, the top sides of the columns as opposed to like straight out the top. So.
Yeah.
I vote we take the catwalks as a known quantity.
I vote that we go in through the roofs. We get roof access. Turn towards Pip.
I'm slow. How am I going to fly over there? My fly speed is 10.
All right. You vote catwalks then?
I can fly it all.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, Valor's just standing there.
I have a flying potion for you too, Valor, of course. We're both going to be slow.
That sounds not great, but I trust all of your judgments.
If you think you can get us to where we need to go, God damn it, I should have just interrogated them while we had them. Instead, I had to ask stupid questions.
If I may, are you still able to look like somebody else through your alter self? It might help us a little bit navigating through here.
I do have 1 potion left. I can do it again.
You look like a scrap devil.
Could you
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah,
I
you
think that
can't.
might be a little bit more.
You can't give yourself. I know you can't give yourself extra limbs.
Mm-hmm.
I could be a bearded devil maybe, or spine devil. Right?
All right.
And nobody's going to check my armor. I know what their armor looks like. I can give myself a creepy baby face if I want.
Okay.
So you want to do catwalks? It sounds like.
Sounds like it.
Okay, so the way this is going to work, because this is obviously in a massive complex, and I don't have a map for everything, this is going to be a skill challenge to get through this space. So yeah, I'll let's see. We got about 15 minutes. We could probably do this. Let's see how this goes. So, you all by even getting this far, you've already essentially auto-succeeded on one of the obstacles. By just being able to get in and all the way into the interior of the first column and dealing with all those guards. So, as you take the elevator to one of these catwalk networks and with Kadam's knowledge start navigating your way through and past all these columns towards one of these exits. The first thing that you encounter as you approach one of these exits out of this column into the next, you see up ahead, you're able to kind of pull over to the side and wait as you see a couple of scribe devils sort of chatting amongst themselves, walking along the catwalks towards one of these exits. And you can catch them approaching this threshold, another like archway through. And as they get to it, you see them take a pause in their conversation, and one of the scribe devils turns towards the archway. They both sort of stop at the threshold, and you can barely catch that they seem to mutter something. They say some sort of phrase, and then they pass through the archway. What do you can make a perception roll, yeah, to see if you can catch what they say.
Very interested in that.
Can I guide myself to do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'd say it's like this is kind of happening. You're seeing them approach, and you sort of give yourself that guidance and listen in.
All right.
Are we all rolling, or is it just one of us?
2 of you can roll, or one of you with. You know what? For this, no, let's take consistent. Yeah, 2 of you can roll.
Do you want to roll Calliope, or?
I got your bardic burning a hole in my pocket.
Do it.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Let's see Calliope's roll.
18 plus bardic. How big's the bardic?
6.
D6. Yeah.
D6.
Oh, that's a 6 to 24.
Nice. Yeah. So Kadam, you can't catch what they say. This is a loud, noisy space, but you, Calliope, I don't know how the inspiration helps you in this, but somehow you manage to hear with clarity. And actually, it's really good that you're the one that heard this, because Kadam wouldn't have understood it. Oh no! Wait,
I could just make sounds.
No, you didn't cast anything. Yeah, you would have had to have tried to like replicate what they said. So yeah, they say it in Infernal. So luckily, you're the one that heard it, Calliope. You hear them, this scribe, look up at the threshold and say, "Asmodeus loves you," and then passes through the threshold.
Okay, got it. Let's go.
Okay, so you approach the threshold as these 2 scribes leave, and as you approach, you can see Calliope and probably Pip. You are, kind of recognize this as well. There does seem to be infernal runes kind of on the underside of the archway as you approach, but you presumably you say the phrase in Infernal.
Got it. Asmodeus loves you.
There seemingly nothing seems to happen, and
Probably worked.
as you walk through, nothing continues to happen.
Great.
And you continue passing your way through this threshold and end up in the second column. You start having to wind your way through this complex, going from one column to the next, having to go up elevators. You start to pick out that there is like a logical labeling of everything, and you start to realize, Calliope, you being the one person that can read Infernal here fluently, you start to see almost signage for like ways to go, and you see signs that point to like second column with like, the ranges of numbers. You're seeing the various letters associated with some of these columns, whether it's S, A, or F. As you start to get up into the sort of second row of columns, so the last 2 are the ones you're trying to get to, and you're in that second row, that's when you start seeing a lot of the labels have that F in front of them. But as you are moving through, stating this passphrase as you pass through each archway, you find yourself on a catwalk leading towards the next column, and you see that there are 2 scribe devils coming directly in your direction, and they are pushing this absolutely massive cart that takes up essentially the entire width of the catwalk. And as they're pushing it along, they both look, really displeased to be putting this much effort into this thing. This cart is loaded up with an iron cage, and within it there is this seething being that is sort of a humanoid kind of bowl-like shape, but it's wreathed in flame, and there's just like hot air billowing off of it, and it looks like this raging bowl just like sort of covered in flame with like flame-like wings curled up behind it. It has these thick shackles binding its arms and legs, and you can see that almost chiseled into its body, it is covered in tiny infernal script, like tattoo work, just covering its entire body, and it's just writhing and seething there. What do you all do as you see these scribes coming your way, pushing this cart with this massive creature within the iron cage?
Is there any way to just like get out of the way?
You could try to hide, yeah. You could
sight?
all you could try to make a stealth check. One of you could lead that effort.
Can I, Princess, carry Valor,
Okay.
and then just like literally drop off and underneath the catwalk, and then just fly right, like
Just
hover
just
right
like
underneath?
float right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can absolutely do that. What is Pip and Calliope going to do?
So that's the move we're making. Okay. Pip is going to use gaseous form.
Okay, cool. So you consume a potion to turn into gaseous form, and you're gonna also go under the catwalk. Okay.
And
great.
I'll just levitate.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would still like all, let's see. Technically,
Can I also
one
make
of you,
Sort
yeah,
of like recognition of what I think this like a bound creature might be.
yeah, go ahead and
if
make
you
an
wanna make
Arcana
more-
roll. Yeah.
You might need like more distance from it. Just 18.
An 18. Okay. Let's see, an 18. Yeah, I mean, you suspect it's a demon.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you're not maybe certain on the type of demon, but you suspect it is some type of demon. I would like one of you to make whoever wants to lead this. One of you makes a stealth roll for me, but definitely with advantage because of all of the clever things you've all done to hide, and with the use of spells. So if one of you can make a stealth roll with advantage for me.
None of us are good.
None of us are good at stealth.
Woo, this should have been the bardic.
Both Valor and I have a +0.
I have a +3.
I have a +2.
I God damn it! I guess it's got to be.
There you
Okay.
go. At
What's
advantage.
Gilder? Wait, what's Gilder looking like?
No, not Gilder. This is definitely on Pip. Yeah.
Gilder MVP, go. Okay, I'll make the stealth check. Oof, oh, good God.
Okay. Yeah. You all.
I think we can flash a genius that though, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
you
they
want.
don't usually stack. The most we can get up to then is
It's
16.
still not good. Yeah.
I'll do it. Why not? We got the flashes.
16's decent enough to beat a fair few people's passives.
Okay. Great.
And I think I whisper, I'm just like, we may want to get more distance. Our message, like it might be one of those telepathy guys again.
Okay. Yeah. So you duck under. Pip in gaseous form, Calliope levitating, and Kadam holding on to Valor underneath
With increasing difficulty, I think.
Yes, it is. Valor is not light as you hover there. You feel and hear the sound of the cart overhead, going over the catwalk above you. You all feel an immense amount of heat from that creature as it passes by. Calliope, you can hear the two scribes sort of bitching with each other about this as they go by. You hear one of them going, "Why do they always gotta be so clever about their contracts? This is a new one, taking a freaking Baylor and using it as a contract. And the other one goes, I mean, it's dangerous to all of us working here. If this thing were to get out, it would be chaos. Who thought this was a good idea? I heard it was some pit fiend trying to make an impression on Zariel. And then the conversation starts to fade as they continue to barrel away from all of you. They seem to have not taken notice.
Should do that. Messaging.
Do what?
If we break that thing's a Baylor. It's like bound by those chains. If we let it out, it would be chaos. They wouldn't know about us. We could take them.
I don't know if the Baylor would be understanding.
Oh, no. We just like free it and book it. We like
kind of our
push the
MO
cage
is
off.
now, isn't it?
We just push the cage off. Cage probably breaks.
Message it.
Make it look like an accident.
Do the same thing we did with the Seabricks.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Is it worth a try? Kadam's shaking their head. Kadam looks
Okay. Never let us have any fun.
No.
They're disappearing into the archive, going down the catwalks away from you.
I'm a cloud of gas. I can't do anything right now.
I think you
Alright.
breathed a bit of pip.
As you let them disappear, you're able to eventually resume your journey back up on these catwalks and start continuing navigating your way through this space, dodging past scribes, until eventually you pass through the final archway. Calliope, you see the signage leading you to the 9th column. As you enter into this space, again, you find yourself in this cacophonous space filled with these columns and catwalks, and you have to take some time to figure out which lift to take to get up to the area you're trying to get to. So, you were specifically looking for if I remember what you guys said, you're looking for the 613th level.
Mm-hmm.
So you find the lift with the proper labeling, climb aboard it, and crank the lever as it starts to rocket upwards. Various platforms whizzing past, the sounds of creatures moaning. You see a couple scribes in the distance organizing something on some shelves, until eventually you can feel the momentum starting to slow as you see the platform approaching from above. As this is happening, you can hear up above sort of low, brusque speech, and then the crack of a whip. And you can barely see that the platform that the elevator seems to be slowing down to meet. It looks as though there are two individuals that are sort of kind of working their way back towards the spur that you're going to, like they're going to be getting onto the lift that is rising up towards them. So it looks as though you're going to have a moment where the lift comes to a stop and there will likely be two individuals waiting there. What do you all do as the lift is rocketing up towards this?
Can we see who these people are?
Make a perception roll.
Natural 19, 29.
Oh, yes. You can definitely see. Yeah, Kadam, what you see... So you see a scribe devil that is in front of the other individual, and they are sort of cowering The devil behind them looks to be this very ornately adorned devil with purple robes, trimmed with gold filigree. They have this very intricate, like, red kind of vest on with these kind of extended shoulders that go out. But the figure themselves, humanoid in shape, there is almost no neck to speak of. It's all just like folds of skin that go up into this big kind of dome. And the face itself is very flat, like no real nose to speak of, just kind of almost a pig-like, skull-like nose that sort of recesses into the shape of the head. The mouth is far wider than you would expect. It almost extends to where, like, you would imagine ears would be, and it's filled with just tiny little razor-sharp teeth. This individual is rather, like, kind of bulbous in its shape, and it has these little, like, almost look like vestigial wings just kind of holding up above, coming out of the back. And they are walking with sort of pomp and circumstance with, like, a cane, and in the other hand they have this small, like, whip that they are lashing out at the scribe that is sort of cowering and trying to get away. And with a 29, you don't understand them, but you can clearly hear them speaking. But yeah.
Can I repeat the sounds back to Calliope?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes, you can. I think you maybe need to make some kind of roll here to sort of, like, see how well you can replicate. My gut reaction is a performance check.
Let's try it. 11.
11.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like you're trying your best, but Calliope, it's like,
Let's just not meet. And I want to crank the elevator if we can while it's in motion.
Yeah.
1 floor down.
Down. Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Below
So
them.
it comes and slows down to a stop, and it does look like very similarly to the last spot you were at. It comes to a stop at another catwalk level, so you're able to hop out onto this catwalk. And
So I want to stop at the 612th floor.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And
Great.
Just above you is the platform, and I mean, at this point, you all can kind of hear the conversation happening above. And Calliope, you sort of pick up this, what you imagine this sort of individual that's probably in the higher position of power, the one that's been whipping the scribe. It is saying, that individual is saying,
"This is unacceptable for you not to be able to find a specific contract. This contract is being requested on behalf of General Safrine. The fact that it is missing is absolutely unacceptable, and you will be hearing... You will be demoted to the lowest possible level if you cannot find this contract immediately. Take me to your supervisor now!"
and this, you hear whimpering from above, and then the sound of a lever being cranked. And the elevator you were just on goes up one level, coming to a rest. We're right at 9 here, so I think we're gonna end as you hear the devils sort of scampering onto the elevator above you, you all waiting below to see what happens, and we will resume there, knowing that the contract is somewhere above you on the platform.
Or maybe not. If things are going missing.
Maybe not.
Is this one of those demons that took my leg? Or devils?
No, that was the demon. Yeah, a demon that took
demon.
your leg. No. This devil doesn't quite look like
Different
that.
large guy with
Yeah, different.
big like fates and small wings.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So that is funny. That one. Yeah, this one is a little less pig-like than that one. Or I guess no, that one had kind of a hyena-esque sort of, right? Pig, hyena. I don't know. Anyways, this one's definitely different. Also, this one is smaller. That one was very large creature. This one is more like typical humanoid size. So.
Of course, too easy. Would have been too easy.
Would have been too easy.
All right. Well,
So we might be able to meet my grandmother here soon. That would be super cool.
What?
this is a little Easter egg for Claire
For
specifically.
me. General Zephrine is a previous character's grandmother.
Yeah,
Ah,
but I threw it in because it is. I wanted to. Yeah, this also makes it easy to be like, oh, here's this character that fits so well. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining. Oh yeah, a couple things. Claire and I are going to be at Emerald City Comic Con in 2 weeks. So if for some reason you're in Seattle or at Comic Con and you want to meet up, let us know. We'll be happy to meet up. The other quick announcement is that I actually am going to be busy the week that we're leaving for Comic-Con, that Wednesday, which I think is the 5th. The 5th. So we will not be streaming on the 5th. So next week we'll stream, and then we'll be taking a break the week after. But so exciting. We're getting there. I'm excited to see what comes next. All right. Talk to you all. Oh, you are coming to my town,
Yep.
Slice. Oh my
Slice.
God.
Hit us up in Discord.
Yeah. Connect with us on Discord. We'd love to meet you in person. That'd be so cool. I don't know if you're going to Comic-Con. If not, maybe we can meet downtown
Elsewhere.
somewhere. Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. Have
Bye.
a lovely evening. Bye.